Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 5 as the Aztecs. We continue to be number one in lots of things, not population. Right. Polynesia has some pretty big cities, and also not in approval, which should not be a huge shock to us, which is actually going to be a bit of a problem, because what we'd really like to do right now is take over Vienna. And I think we will do that. I'm just not sure how we're going to keep our people happy. In the olden days of Civ, we could have popped up our culture and entertainment type of slider to try to, it would kill some of our economy, but it would help keep people relatively happy. As is, we got to hope that we can keep building some happiness buildings, especially since we can't really trade for any luxuries. Now, we will get copper if we take Vienna, so that will actually help. We'd also like sugar, but we did peace out with the Zulus at some point. We are still at war, potentially. I say potentially because I'm not sure exactly how warish we're going to be with Egypt and Polynesia right now, because they're pretty far away, but it's entirely possible that we will see a bunch of Polynesian units, say, march over here. So we got to keep an eye open for that and be able to respond to it relatively quickly. As before, I'm pretty sure we could still defend ourselves pretty effectively against it, just because there's going to be such a delay in any action that they might want to take. But we gotta stay up there. So over here, I was building another defensive perimeter because it does feel like the Zulus may redeclare war at some point. So we'll do that. We did expend 2 great generals over here, which is a bit of an investment. I don't know where this guy is actually planning on going. I wish when you clicked on him, it should show you his path. I don't remember if I was going to be placing him in the citadel or not. It certainly feels like a perfectly reasonable place to put him. He's probably marching towards the front, though, which is probably fine for now, and we'll come back and put someone in there later. Or actually, we've got this Gatling gun here, which has no orders right now. So actually, we will put you in the citadel, and I think that's going to be lovely. We have a caravan over here. Now, if I recall correctly, the last time I checked, oops, that's not the screen I want. This is the screen I want. We had no one who was looking at war. No one who wanted a trade route. Again, this is a road, right? Yeah, they want a road. No one who wanted a trade route. We probably will build a road, actually, because, I mean, we're going to want to build a road to Vienna. It's a long road, quite expensive, but still a good idea to do, and it really wouldn't be much of an investment at all to go to Melbourne. So we will probably do that. For now, I think, well, we're 4 turns away from the porcelain tower here, which is pretty good. Is there another wonder we're going to want to rush after that? There's some good stuff, actually. Getting Oxford. Well, we probably want to build Oxford in LOL Town because it's already got a lot of science multipliers, and focusing that way is going to be a smart idea. So I'm actually wondering if I should just send some extra production over there. Now, it's not a rush in any way. So no, I don't think we're going to need that. We could probably do more trade. I got a scout who's being boxed in by a Polynesian caravel. Do I really still have this scout? Do I really still need it? Well, there's still some stuff to scout out, but I think the existence of the scout itself has kind of used itself up. So that's actually going to give us an extra 4 gold per turn right now, which is very nice. We are going to fortify this fellow right here. And cannon. Move. Well, let's not move you yet. Let's move other people first. Think that's fine. Should be okay doing that. Musketman healing, good. Another cannon. Yeah, we're really hurting for space. I guess I'll scoot you up as much as I can. That's fine. Let's actually move the crossbow. And crossbows are a little bit dated, but I think it's okay to keep using them in crossbow form for now. Well, I might actually upgrade him to another Gatling gun. We'll see. Move you up, freeze you there. And yes, so we're going to sort this by highest gold. And you know what? I think going to the Huns is fine. It's a fair amount of money, plus we get the religious pressure. It does give them quite a bit of science, but the Huns are not a problem in any way, right? So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a little bit of mutual religious pressure and just get a little bit of cash out that way. We could build the East India Company here, but I think that would be foolish. I think we'd be better off building it on sort of a border city and encouraging people to run there. That being said, it's not bad. However, we do still have a fair bit of extra coal kicking around, and I think this might be a great site for a factory. So I think I might build one of them here. We do want public schools as well, obviously, but the production will help. I mean, Whether you get the beakers first or you get the hammers first, it's kind of, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. They're both going to be pretty darn good. We might even get more. I don't know if we're... Oh, we are going to border pop in that general direction. Whether we will do it before Cobble does will be very interesting. You'll note we can't buy that tile, though, because it's more than 3 tiles away from the city. We also can't work that tile, but if we own it, then that would be... that would be very nice. I'm moving a Gatling gun into here, right? That was one of the things I did. Oh, there it is. Good. So we can actually put the crossbow right behind it to protect it. This lets us shoot across river. This would give us to this spot over here. I think that would be fine. Okay. Next turn. Very damaged Austrian units. They might peace out. And actually, I'm almost halfway tempted to accept a peace without taking the city, just because I still have no happiness whatsoever. Great scientist is nice, though. I think we are going to Wittenberg with this fellow. Let's have him stop there. I don't think the open borders thing is an issue there, but I can't reach it regardless, so... You got a promotion. I think I could heal you and then back off. Or, sorry, I could heal and then continue, but I think it's probably better to take the promotion and actually back away. That's the word I'm looking for. Do a swap like that. Only a minor victory, really. Set up, bombard. I'm confused. There we go. Okay, maybe I still had the wrong person selected. We can move up here. Bombard that fellow. Move a musket man like that. You definitely just rest. What can you be upgraded to? Oh, Lancers, right. Oh, yeah. Wait, I can upgrade here? Oh, it is friendly territory. I didn't realize. What? No. No. Oh, just here. I see. Is it worth upgrading on the front lines? Probably quite foolish. I think the right idea is to actually go for a kill shot somewhere. We're going to get hit by some arrows, which is kind of sucky. But we'll do that. And your turn. Could go here, would get bombarded, not really gain anything. So we'll just move up a little bit. Just to say... Yeah, we'll move to the south, actually. Got a little bit more room to play around with. Okay, so this scientist... Is it time to start bulbing things? It might be. It might be. How many beakers would it give us? Well, let's come back to you in a sec, since I just clicked away from you anyway. Go into alert mode. Kind of a misclick there. Yeah, let me pull you back. Go back to healing. All right. 2,300 beakers. Now, right now, excuse me, an academy is worth 10 beakers per turn, multiplied by various things. So, like, plus 50% from a observatory, for example. So that's 15 per turn. So let me bring out the handy-dandy calculator here. What was it, 2,300? Almost 2,400? 2,400 divided by 15 beakers per turn is 160 turns for the turnaround. Now, it might actually be slightly more beakers than that. There might be slightly more multipliers. But I think at this point it's better to just use him to pop a technology, because the quicker we get to the next technology, I think there's going to be a bigger turnaround. I think getting, say, the rifleman, for example, right now is actually a massive, massive benefit. And it gets us to the next thing that might increase our technology faster. Yeah, I'm going to use him to just get rifling instantly, get us a quarter of the way towards fertilizer, which is nice. And we have a lot of money, right, which actually I should have popped him first. I could have done a few more upgrades, but overall we're okay. So, rifleman. Good. And you as well, actually, since you're not resting this turn anyway, may as well do that. And you, I actually will turn you into a Lancer, which will dramatically increase your movement rate so you can get to the front faster. All right, I'm digging this. I'm digging it. I don't think I need to prioritize an upgrade there. If war breaks out, I can instantly upgrade them at that point. There's a couple more upgrades I want to do kind of at this end, so that's okay. Actually, I should pull you back to friendly territory, except I can't because... oh, because you got to cross a river, that's why. And there's someone on the other side of the river. We do need one more caravan. Okay, we get some bombards, we get some promotions, but we don't actually lose a unit. Oh, and we've got you sitting around here too. I think what we're going to do is swap like that. Might actually be too many units down here. Probably could afford to move more to the front. Now the tricky part is going to be to, again, get everyone to move. I would really like to get this guy upgraded. And here. That ends your turn. Yeah, we're going to have a few more turns where not a whole hell of a lot happens. Pull back with this musket. Upgrade him. You rest. You will probably just rest. You're pretty damn injured. But do I want you to get out of the way for someone else? I get bombarded here, which is far from great. Too many cannons on the front. That's what's happening right now. Not enough melee units. You know, I think I might step back with everyone. I think that's actually a very strong idea. I'm going to step back with all these guys. You're probably okay. No. What's going to happen? I'm going to step you back there, move the musketmen here, upgrade you to a rifleman, upgrade you to a lancer from there, and you just rest up. So we're not making any forward progress this turn, but none of our units are going to die. In fact, they're going to be slightly more sturdy than they would have been before. Good, got this lancer going. Go ahead and move as far forward as you can. We got a promotion. Oh, that's one of mine. I'm just going to try to kill this one. Okay, I can move back to there. Go ahead and give me barrage. You enter Wittenberg territory. Spread the ninjas. And, oh, we have a long way to go before we can flip them, actually. Oof. I had no idea they were this Islam. Wow, okay. We might actually need more missionaries than just that. Or send some trade routes over there, which is definitely a possibility. You, I think, just be on alert mode. Yeah, we definitely have too many people down here. Well, I'll leave you here, but then I'll probably move this musketman later. I don't think we need this other crossbow. I'm going to upgrade you. I gotta be careful because there's some very important upgrades I still have to do, but I think we're gonna have enough money. And then I'm gonna move that guy to the front as well. Alright, so he inflicts minor amounts of damage, using up a lot of moves, but that's okay. Actually giving me a fair amount of experience points. Actually would like a medic somewhere on the front line. I think it's a good one to pop right here. We'll go ahead and kill off this crossbow. Puts us in range of a few other crossbows. I think it's okay. Although I did just suddenly get a little bit worried. Yeah, sit there and rest. I don't know if this counts as the same degree of friendly territory for increased healing rate, but everyone else is kind of in the way. Yeah, pop here, then there. Oh, then we still have moves left? Yes, we do. So pop back out of range of the city. Nicely played. These lancers are actually going to be really handy. I don't tend to do much with cavalry. Because I like things that can that get defensive bonuses and whatnot. But it's going to be really handy right now. Yeah, I guess we've done enough shuffling. I can move forward. Boom. get some promotions. Heal up. Someone might come around the bend and come after us, but that's going to be fine. I will upgrade you, and we'll move you later. Oh, we can kill an Austrian caravan. Sounds like a smashing idea. And oh, this is one of my upgraded Jaguars. So nice. So nice. You know, some people made the case that you should build Jaguars in bulk early on because you want to keep their promotions forever and ever and ever. Even though you're not going to do much with the Jaguars per se, you just get all these units with crazy-ass amazing abilities later on. Scooch forward like that. And, you know, you're pretty healthy. You could move forward. Not that there's any room for us to do that. Fine enough. So, sorry, these turns are mostly just unit shuffling. That's war for you. I think we're doing well. Hey, we got the Porcelain Tower, which gives us another great scientist. And more science from research agreements, which we aren't going to get a whole lot of research agreements, unfortunately, because everybody hates us. But it denies that aspect, and obviously getting the great scientist is going to be pretty good. In fact, where is our great scientist? Right here. And I'm going to light bulb him as well. Boom. Get fertilizer right away, so we get a lot more food, which is actually not terribly important for us right now, because growth is not something we can do, but gets us further down the military track, because we're working towards dynamite, of course. Even getting cavalry will not be terrible, because we do have, like, units that can use that now. I assume Lancers can upgrade into cabs. It'd be very, very upsetting. No, you go to anti-tank guns. Oh. Alright, but dynamite is good. Dynamite is supremely good. So Melburnian crossbow. Scooch up. Can we just one-shot this one? No. But we will weaken him slightly. Still no, but pretty damn close. Another Lancer who is in mostly fine shape. So we'll do that. We've got Knights. Knights have a base strength of 24. No. Base strength of 20. There we go. Okay. I'm misreading the section on the board. You are a fully healthy cannon, so move forward. You are not healthy, and I want you to have a promotion. Let's go ahead and do that. We can actually fire on this fellow over here, and then we can do kind of double cannon stuff and keep this cannon alive. Good, good, good. Really could use some heals, and I think I actually will park right where I am and heal up. Because there's nothing to pillage in range, unfortunately. I could go to back here, but yeah, I mean, it would still eat up my whole move. That would put me in range of the city, which would be no good. Is this mined? Copper's not mined. The cattle's not mined, I was going to say. Just fortify here. Slow march through slow territory. Blah. And this Gatling gun won't really be advancing either. Guess we can put it there. It doesn't really make a difference one way or another. Great General is exposed right now, which is less than great. Let's put you here so you can cover my front troops, which actually maybe I should have done. I might have been able to save a little bit of hit points, actually, on my 2 Lancers. Oops. And we get a new cultural policy. I was pretty sure what I'm hoping for is free thought, get an extra science from trading posts, bonus science from universities, which means my trading posted jungles are going to be really good, because it's going to be 3 base science, plus some percentage there. I like a lot. It would be nice, though, if we could actually have adopted an ideology, but we're not quite there yet. I definitely want free thought. This huge boost. Yeah, we went from 311 beakers to 359. That is a massive, massive jump. Too bad I don't have an actual military unit here. Because, yeah, I can kill these missionaries now, which is actually quite nice. Do I want to spend... I can't spend money from here. I could spend money in Texcoco. Would it be able to reach anything? Well, if I bought a Lancer, it would. Right, so Lancers are very good against other mounted units. I could actually buy a Knight, which would be cheaper, and later on, very soon, upgrade him to the Cavalry, which I believe is the upgrade path going on there. I quite like this idea Not sure if it's a great idea, but I think it's a cool idea. I don't think I get to move him right away, do I? Let's see what we can do. We also need to choose production over here, which looks like it's time for a public school. Let's get that going. Care was converted to another religion? Well, oh, did it used to be Catholic? So now it's ninjus? Excellent. Okay, more units got damaged, but no one got killed. Always nice to see. It's getting attritioned. Oh, there's 2 of them. Here, well, we can double attack here. I don't know where this guy's planning on going. We'll kill the first one outright. Well, capture it. But then we're going to disband it because we don't want any Buddhist missionaries on our team. And that's actually going to cost us 1 turn worth of upkeep, which is kind of annoying. I may as well... Well, again, the Lancers are good against mounted units. Still not an actual kill, though. So weaken them with the crossbow. Go in for the killing blow. Deal some melee range damage there. Took a fair number of hits in return, though. Bombard him. Move up with this cannon. Yes. Move up with this cannon. Not be able to attack, but that's okay. Get some heals. Should actually put him adjacent to this rifleman, but, you know, I'm in friendly territory now. It's fine. Great General can move up to here. That way we can cover this rifleman, although the rifleman is about to move. I can capture 2 of them in 1 turn. Now, you are down 1 move, so I'm definitely going to stick you next to the rifleman here, the rifleman medic, to heal up. Actually, I will do that. Oh, and then it's an Austrian, right. And the same thing with this Lancer, actually. We'll do that. Okay, so Polynesia's actually moving forward with military troops at this point. Good to know. Can they do anything? Maybe. Rifle or musketmen are pretty strong, and they do have trebs, so that's something. What I'm going to do? Oh yeah, I can't buy units there, but I can buy units here. Is I was hoping to get a Gatling gun. Apparently, that's not going to be an option. This rifleman here, we're going to move in this general direction. Soul wants furs, and the enemy unit, no, it's gone. So that's fine. Shaka declared war on, oh my god. Yeah, very well, whatever. On Austria. Zulus declared war on Austria, which is great for me. I was worried that they were going to attack me. But that gets the threat of the Zulus off of me, which is good to start off with. So actually, I can move even more of these units away here. A little bit slow because there's no road here and there's the river crossings and whatnot. But it also will help distract against Austria. I'm just going to move... You know, I think I want this guy to have volley. Volley's pretty good since we will have range. I'll move him into the city and then heal from there. But yeah, with Polynesia, if I can kill some of his units off, then we might be able to convince him to just peace out at that point, once we've inflicted some actual damage to him. Caravan. Well, we don't want to send it north because it's just going to get pillaged. I think what we're going to do is send you to Hafriat. Send you some hammers, get that circus done a little bit faster. I think that's going to be fine. You know, assuming Hafriat survives. Alright, factory is done. It's definitely... I do want a library. I think it's time for it. I'm just tempted to build a military unit here. Let's go ahead and get the library going on. Extra range. We don't need another medic. Probably just getting some more drill in here. And then rest up next to our medic. Really? I can't get to him this turn? Why is that? I should be able to walk here and then attack. You have the Great Wall. The Great Wall of Annoying. That's what's going on there. Alright, well, then we slow walk. Fair enough. That's the Buddhist missionary, which we do not want. Deleted. Which saves us 4 gold in maintenance. Okay, I can walk there. It's a little bit risky for the cannon, but should be okay. So we can inflict some damage, but we're going to wait in the city here because we would just get counterattacked. That is a lot of units. That is another Buddhist missionary. Where's that actually? Tell me. Buddhism. Alright. Go away. Now, we actually might have enough money this time for a real military unit over here. Another knight. I would actually much prefer to build a rifleman. We can buy it next turn, and that should be probably a good idea. Heal up. Great General, you do not need... Well... Yeah, we can move up pretty effectively. So actually, let's go here, which should be safe. Marching on Vienna is actually going to be really hard. Actually, going to be a huge pain. Peace treaty with Shaka has ended, which is awkward. Colombo wants a road. Huns denounced me. Yeah, so nice that Shaka declared war on Austria. Anyway, I think we're going to put a cut in here. We'll see you guys next time.